Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and then you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 173 now guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. So let's just jump straight into it. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have the D13 Faster Get Up Stand Up Animation mod. Now this mod reduces the time it takes for people to stand back up after getting knocked down, so it's a pretty simple mod. No longer will you get chained Fusrodot into oblivion because your character decides to get up as if he's getting out of bed. Now this is a very huge problem, especially if you're playing on higher difficulties, because if you get knocked down while playing on a higher difficulty by like a Draugr or something, they're just going to kill you in 1 or 2 shots. But this makes it so your character gets up a lot faster, which I never really understood why the vanilla game was this slow. Your character gets up as if he's getting up out of bed, just like the mod page says. But this mod changes it so you get up a lot faster, making it so you can be ready for battle a lot quicker, and so you don't keep having those annoying deaths because you were just laying down on the ground for too long. Overall, it's a very simple mod and very small as well, coming in at 72.03 kilobytes, so it'll fit seamlessly into your load order and you'll pretty much not know it's there. So if you have a lot of combat mods installed and you notice yourself getting knocked over a lot, then maybe download the D13 Faster Get Up Stand Up animation just so you can get up faster and be ready for combat again. And that's why it's featured here at our number 5 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it and giving it a try for yourself. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have a mod that you guys have requested for me to cover for quite some time now, and that's the Weapons on Back Swords and Arrows mod. This is a very simple mod that makes it so that your swords and arrows will now appear on your back as opposed to on your side, and I think it's a great addition to any load order because if you have a really cool looking sword, or you have a mod that adds really cool looking swords into the game, you don't want it to be on your side because you can't really see it from right there. If it's on your back and you go into third person, it just makes it so your character looks a lot more badass and intimidating as you walk into a new area. This mod also includes animations to go along with it, so you don't pull your sword out from your side, you'll actually reach behind your character and pull the sword out from behind you, and I think that the animations are flawless, as you can see as I'm showing off some of the animations here. There's not really much else to say other than the fact that you can display all of your custom weapons on your back instead of your side now, and I just feel as though it makes your character look a lot better, and it also appears on other NPCs as well, so if you walk around, the town guards will also have these swords on the back and their arrows on their back, which I feel is a really cool feature. So if you're looking to showcase your weapons on your back as well as your arrows, then I'd strongly recommend downloading the Weapons on Back Swords and Arrows mod. I also want to thank you guys for suggesting this mod because in some of these mods in these episodes, it would be impossible for me to find without your help. So if you have a mod in mind that I haven't covered yet, be sure to let me know in the comment section below and I'll check it out and include it in a future episode. But other than that, the Weapons on Back Swords and Arrows mod is a brilliant mod to include in your load order, and that's definitely why it's featured here at our number 4 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Vanity Mirror mod, which is an equipable inventory item, which is a handheld mirror that will open a limited race menu and allow you to make changes to your appearance anywhere and anytime without messing with your skills and perks. It's both safe and stable. By obtaining it, you can craft it at the forge under the jewelry section, and to use the mirror, you just have to equip it in your apparel section, and it'll activate the limited character creation menu. You can also favorite it, which makes it more convenient, and it'll open the menu on equip and unequip. Now I always wondered in an RPG game why they wouldn't give you the opportunity to change your character once you create it. Now I know there's the face sculptor in Riften that you can go to, but I shouldn't have to go to the face sculptor in order to change my hairstyle. You know, I should be able to just do it in the comfort of my own home or just on the fly if I wanted to, and that's exactly what the Vanity Mirror does. So if you're playing as a female character and you want to put your hair up before you go into battle, or if you're playing as a male character and you just want to change up your look or maybe grow a new beard, then the Vanity Mirror is definitely a mod that I'd recommend you try out. And that's why it's featured here at our number 3 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have Tirashan, the Necromancer player home. Now Tirashan is a bubbled world space, which is your very own small pocket realm of Oblivion, and to access this world you have to go through the portal that's located in the Reach so that you can get to this world space. There's already a map marker that's visible on your map, but you'll have to discover it to use it for fast travel. Whenever it comes to the house, Mistress is the name of the house, and it includes all the workstations such as an alchemy lab, cooking table, and miniature hearthfire cooking oven. And in the bedroom there's a button where you can switch between male and female armor wardrobes, depending on your character's gender. It also includes a ton of unique item displays and some empty shelf space where you can place whatever treasures you want to display. The house also comes equipped with a disenchanting font which will reset player created items so that you can re-improve the enchanted item. Now other than the house itself, there's also a merchant's camp outside, and the name of the merchant is Rake, and he's a Jamora merchant similar to the one that you can summon with the Dragonborn DLC special power from the Black Book, except you can't summon him. He hangs around his booth all day every day, so that you can easily unload all of your junk at him when you're visiting home between your various adventures. He also has a lot of coin on him, so feel free to sell all your goods to him. Now last but not least, there's a hat that's been added with this mod, and it's a witch hat that you can craft an unenchanted version at the tanning rack, or buy a super expensive enchanted one from Rake. It boosts all schools of magic and works with all races and genders. So if you're playing as a Necromancer, this would be a perfect player home to download because it's in its own little world space, so you don't have to really hide from anybody. You can just travel through the portal, and with a little merchant outside, you won't have to travel to any of the major towns because you're a Necromancer, you're not allowed in those places. So if you want to sell all your goods, make sure to sell them to the merchant outside your player home. All of this makes it the perfect player home if you plan on role-playing as a Necromancer, and that's why it's featured here at a number 2 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Tirashan Necromancer player home mod. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the Skaal You Need mod, which is a mod that includes a bunch of new items. It includes a new player home called Nordbotten, which is just outside the Skaal village in Solstheim, as well as a weapon that's a craftable Horker Tusk bow and Horker Tusk arrows. There's also new armor, which is the mini version of the Skaal armor, and it has the UNP body type by default. Lastly, we have a new standalone follower named Winter, who's an archer who uses the new gear added by this mod, and she also uses the vanilla follower system, so she should work fine with all of the common follower framework mods. Now to obtain the player home, you have to buy the house from Hannah in the Skaal Village Great Hall for 7,000 gold. Now she is very persistent until you buy it, so once you enter the Great Hall, she should just approach you right away and ask if you want to buy the player home. You can find the follower Winter at the same location inside of the Great Hall, and she'll follow you immediately, regardless of your progress with the Dragonborn DLC. Inside of the house, you'll find a book called Skaal Recipes, and having the book in your inventory when smithing will allow you to craft the Skaal armor and the Horker Tusk bow. So reading the book does absolutely nothing. But without the book, you won't see the crafting recipes, so make sure you have it on you at all times. This feature is just to prevent unnecessary clutter in the smithing menus if you have too many mods adding recipes. Now as you've seen as I walked around the player home, there was absolutely no wasted space at all. You could just see decorations everywhere, and it's a very small player home as well, and that's one of my favorite things about it. I always love my small player home mods, and you guys know that. Now the follower Winter is also very good in combat whenever it comes to archery, and she also has a really unique looking character that you can dress up however you'd like. The bow itself, the Horker Tusk bow and Horker Tusk arrows, are also extremely powerful, but not too overpowered that you'll just have to use them all the time, so it's best to maybe enchant it or take it over to the grindstone, just so you can upgrade it and make it more powerful. With all of these features combined into one mod, it gives you more of an incentive to head to the Skaal village inside of Solstheim, and maybe live there if you wanted to, and I'm always for new player home mods. I love to see what people come up with in terms of player homes, and Nordbotten is just extremely well made, and that's why it's featured here at our number 1 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Skaal You Need mod. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.